Insider trading? What does that mean for me and you?
Insider trading allegations are back. This time we're looking at $1.5 billion in insider trading. Or was it just luck?
The whole time people stay distracted. You know, the government is going to do what they're going to do. Mainly Trump. I don't even want to talk about the guy. I'm so sick of it. Every day there's something new, right? But the whole time we're staying distracted, people are in the streets protesting.
As we're seeing a mass demonstration moving through, millions of Americans are protesting the Trump administration today, taking to the streets.
Paid protesters. You hear that a lot in a situation like this.
For whatever reason, I don't even know where these people get the time. I work 40 plus hours a week just to barely survive and get a tiny little paycheck. How the fuck do these people have time to actually go and protest for no kings? If you were to ask some of these people what they're protesting for, they probably wouldn't even know what the fuck they're doing there or what they're talking about. People have protested in the past. Yes, that's totally true. It's valid. It's a fun thing to do. But in this economy, how can you afford to stay out of work and go run the streets with a sign that does nothing? While the entire time the government and the officials in Trump, they're going to keep doing what they're going to do.
Administration make a well-timed bet right before the president tweeted, or was it just all a big coincidence? Is it more lucky trades? Now, this is a long-running story. We started with an $190 million insider trading question.
Gathering new young men, 18 to 25, to enlist in the draft at some point, albeit they would have to get congressional approval to actually reinstate the draft. So that's a huge hurdle in itself. But why would they be doing it? I don't know about you, but if Arkham Razor holds true, you know, Schrodinger's cat, whatever the case, I'm pretty sure it's Arkham's Razor. The most logical outcome is probably, you know, what the outcome will be. The most reasonable outcome is probably what it is. So they're gathering young men from the database, you know, the DMV records, Social Security, and they're automatically registering people. So the day that the draft does happen and it's forced, they will be collected. You can't even say no to it. I didn't know this, but it was actually a law since the 1980s that you're supposed to sign up for the draft. Between ages 18 to 25, legally, by law, supposedly you're supposed to sign up for the draft. Not only that, but it's a felony if you don't. I had no clue about this. It's not like it's broadcasted on a fucking carton of milk or whatever. It's a 1980s law. I had no idea this thing even existed. Where would this war come from? Wow, I don't know. Maybe it's Iran, right? Maybe he might want to stay in office long enough to actually make the draft happen. And if the war becomes so catastrophic to where we see problems hit American soil, then America will be in such a state of chaos to where there would be no elections held. Now, while it's fun to play the theory game, luckily the law is set up to go against something exactly like this. So the 20th Amendment and the 22nd Amendment directly make sure that Trump can never do anything like this. You know, congressional approval and the law is a pretty heavy thing. He's just one man, and he's not going to be able to get through all those barriers. The only way Trump could possibly go past 2 terms is if he rewrote the Constitution himself, and that's not going to happen. So me and you can at least rest our pretty little heads about it and not worry too much about a 3rd term. Insider trading, the whole time me and you stay distracted and we're talking about dumb stuff like no kings protests and all that bullshit, they're making money. Check out Voidzilla, right?
And once again, our question was, what did this person know? Was it just luck? And we're back to this question because with the increasing financialization of everything, increasingly geopolitical moments are more than just horrific questions of whether someone's going to get bombed or not. The new question is whether your portfolio is going to get nuked, or your position is going to get blown up, or somebody else is going to make a killing on you financially. And this is a question not only for the traditional markets. Obviously, we now have war trading on places like Polymarket. And I wanted
If you want to pay attention to that, I'll link it down below. They're focused on no kings protest. What are you doing carrying around a sign? What is that going to stop? Nothing. In all reality, where the fuck did these people get the time? Focus on what's real. Trump's trying to get the draft going again. He's already mandatorily gathering people for the draft in the future. That sounds like smoke to a fire that's coming. So believe what you want to believe. I'm just speculating at this point. I know I said at the beginning I didn't want to talk about Trump, but how the fuck can you not? Let's not forget about this insider trading, man. People are making major money. Makes me kind of want to get into the Polymarket or Kalshi or whatever, where you can predict if it's going to rain or not. Well, in some of these cases, you can literally predict if Iran's going to shoot nukes or U.S. is going to shoot nukes or missiles or drones or whatever the case. It is a sick dystopian universe that we're living in. It's like a Black Mirror episode come to life, and we're living it every single day. So quit being distracted, man. I know you want to be fighting the good fight. I mean, maybe this is a distraction. Maybe me talking to you is a distraction. People think they're paid protesters. Maybe they are. Maybe the government is wasting more money on other stupid shit like that. It would not surprise me. I wouldn't put it past them. But I don't know, man. Millions of protesters in several different states, whatever the case. I don't think the government's going to fork out that kind of money. I think these are legit idiots who are trying to proclaim how much they care about the situation. You know, no regime change and all that. Okay, cool. I don't want Trump to have a regime change over in Iran either. Put Netanyahu in power and all that weird shit and control the Strait of Hormuz. I mean, but they're going to do it. They're going to do it. And some signs and picket fences aren't going to stop it. Either way, let's talk about it down below. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's comment. Let's like. Let's subscribe. Let's do all that nonsense, man. It is what it is. Yeah, man, just tap in, man. We're going to learn some shit.